Cedric, talk to us a little bit about these four regions. What does martial law mean for them and for the civilians that live there?
Yeah, good morning, Brianna. So the four regions that we're talking about here are Khirson, Zaporizhia, Donetsk, and Luhansk. These are the areas that the Russians have occupied since the start of this latest phase of the war. So what does martial law actually mean for the people there? Well, it's basically a substitution of military authority for civilian rule, and it means that all existing laws, civil authority, and administration of justice in the ordinary way is suspended. The military commander has unlimited authority to make and enforce laws. So that means that they can actually control these things in these areas. Now, Ukraine has also declared martial law in the past. In fact, in November of 2018, the Ukrainian lawmakers had enacted this when the Russians seized Ukrainian Navy ships. And of course, in February, when Ukraine was invaded, President Zelensky introduced martial law after the invasion was announced.
And what does Putin's declaration reveal to you about what Russia is attempting here?
So in this particular case, what we're trying to control this area. So we have to keep in mind what's going on the battlefield itself. This is Khirson right here. This city is where the Ukrainians are moving around this way and potentially this way to try to recapture this area. When they do that, and if they are successful with that, that's going to force civilians out of this area because the Russians are going to forcibly evacuate them, and they can do that under the provisions of this martial law edict that they've presented right now.
And Cedric, it's not just in these illegally annexed areas that we're seeing security tighten, right? We understand that's also happening within Russia proper. Putin is tightening security there. What kind of authority does that give local officials in Russia?
So, among other things, Brianna, what it does is it allows them to control the movement of people. They can control the movement of people into and out of the regions. And specifically, if you look right here, these are the border regions right in this area. And it also affects the border to Kazakhstan and the border to the southern areas like Georgia and Azerbaijan and those countries. So they're controlling movement. They're creating a situation where they can actually control dissent. And they're trying to, in essence, limit the movement of the population and the ability of the population to oppose the war.